This year, Super Bowl 54 shines the spotlight on Miami. 50 NFL players, along with influencers, are mixing it up off the field. Joining us today to talk about the Super Coral Play campaign, Matthew McKinnon, MSC Foundation Advisory Board Chair, and Carl Gustav London, the Principal Scientist for the Global Marine and Polar Program at the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Good to have you here.
Great to be on.
Yeah, great to be with you.
Carl, tell us about this unusual partnership between the Super Bowl and marine scientists.
As it turns out, actually, a lot of the coral reefs around Florida and beyond are suffering right now. But it turns out that some of these corals are actually super corals. They're capable of coping with these rather tough conditions. So what we're trying to do here is see, can we actually rebuild these things and reconstitute the reefs using some of these super corals? So we have a crack team of scientists working just across the strait here in Ocean Cay Island, a marine reserve, and we're trying to find mechanisms to restore these reefs and work with different partners around the world to multiply this to work across the globe.
Matthew, it sounds like a great campaign. We've been hearing reports about the sunscreen issue. What does this mean as well to the local economy?
Coral is in really serious danger, and coral is important. It supports a quarter of marine life of the entire ocean. Right here in Florida, which is the coral state of America, more than 80% of the coral in the US is in Florida. And the Florida Reef, the Barrier Reef, is one of the largest in the world. It supports over 70,000 jobs, billions of dollars worth of income, and it's the last line of defense against serious cyclones, which are getting, as we know, more and more extreme. So it's a very serious issue, and people are not really so aware of it. It's true that sunscreen is one of the stresses that can affect reefs. The warming of the waters in a hotter climate is also one of the key issues that is damaging and killing off and bleaching coral. So we wanted to, pair up with the big game because it's a serious issue, but also because there are solutions, and Super Coral, together with the Super Bowl, is just one of those solutions.
Explain exactly what you mean by super coral.
Much as people can grow up in a rough neighborhood, so can coral. And the corals that actually grow up in tough conditions tend to be more resilient. They can cope with some of these onslaughts that are happening. And so what we're hoping to do here is locate these, work with scientists to see how we can propagate them and distribute them in other areas and restore the reefs around the region and around the world.
Anything else you'd like to add before you take off?
We'd really encourage people to check out supercoralplay.org. And you'll find lots of information there about the campaign. But basically, we're encouraging people to take one action, whether it's something to reduce your footprint, like switching to LEDs, or managing your trash better to reduce water pollution. And post it online with the hashtag SuperCoralPlay. Challenge other people to be a part of this movement to do something to help save coral when the big game comes to town.
Well played, gentlemen. Thanks so much for coming on our show.
Thank you, Harp.
For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.